Hey, this is Slate the Space Marine, and we're talking about the new Infiltrator units that came out in the new Shadowspear box set. Let's get this on. So, Infiltrator squads are a battle line, so they're one of your troops units. And I guess to go on a little about their lore, that they're trained in self-sufficiency and survival techniques. So they have Medicae specialists. They got medics to be able to recover gene seeds from their fallen brothers. They got like little mini apothecaries, and they're called Helix Adepts. And they're from the Apothecarian, and they recover the gene seed and bring it back so they can make more Space Marines. And the Helix Adepts are pretty much apothecaries, but they work within the Vanguard instead of being kind of dedicated apothecaries in that sense. And they got like a little dumbed down version of the Narthicium. It's got stim charges that can remove people back to life, but they're probably not quite as effective as an apothecary on the battlefield. And they're wearing the Phobos armor, which is the exact same as the Reaver squad. Now they have on their stats, right? They're a 6-inch movement speed with weapon skill, ballistic skill 3+, strength and toughness 4. They've got 2 wounds on the Infiltrator and the Infiltrator Helix Adept, and on the Infiltrator Sergeant. They've got 2 attacks on the Infiltrator and Infiltrator Helix Adept, but 3 attacks on the Sergeant. They have Leadership 7 on the Infiltrator and Infiltrator Helix Adept, but 8 on the Sergeant, and they all have a 3-up save. They are equipped with the Marksman Bolt Carbine, a bolt pistol, frag and crack grenades. So the bolt pistol, standard bolt pistol. The Marksman Bolt Carbine is a 24-inch, rapid-fire 1, strength 4, AP 0, damage 1 weapon, range weapon, that has each unmodified hit roll of 6 made by the weapon's attack automatically results in a wound. You don't have to roll the wound, it just automatically wounds if you hit on a 6. That's pretty sweet. So they can go into combat squads. They've got the concealed position, so they can deploy farther than 9 inches away from the enemy deployment zone. They've got Omni Scramblers, which means that enemy reinforcements can't be set up within 12 inches of them. They've got the Helix Adept, so they're an apothecary unit, which has, at the end of the movement phase, an Infiltrator Helix Adept can attempt to heal or revive one model in the unit. If the Infiltrator's unit contains a wounded model, that model regains 1 lost wound. If the unit contains no wounded models, but 1 or more of its models have been slain during the battle, roll a d6, and on a 5+, 1 slain model is returned to the unit with 1 wound remaining. If the Infiltrator Helix attempts to revive a model, but fails, he cannot shoot in the next shooting phase, as he recovers the gene seed of the fallen warrior. So he's got smoke grenades once per battle, instead of shooting any weapons in the shooting phase. This unit can use its smoke grenades, and until your next shooting phase, your opponent must subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks made with ranged weapons that target the unit. So they can't, if they use that, they can't do any shooting. So I guess they have to use that when they're coming out of cover. They'll pop the grenade, and then they'll run back into cover. Because other than that, I don't really see too much of a use for that. Unless they were to pop the grenade and start charging. That could work. Throw smoke and start charging into your unit. So that way, then again, I guess, wait, would that work? Can you, I don't think you can modify that. It's always on a 6, right? It's like, now it's -1, so you have to get 7. That'd be kind of neat if that would work that way. But either way, these were the Infiltrators. And I'm Slate the Space Marine, so like, comment, share, subscribe, and yeah.